Alright, what I've done here is just turned the car around. I've lifted up on its jack stands here. See that overhang? The engine's over there, there's so much weight forward. I'm not that worried about it coming down. Just gives me loads of room here to work like it's a 2-post lift. I'll get this set up now. This bracket has to come off and get turned the other way around. That bend is way better than that one. That is all kind of compressed in, just to restrict the flow. I might just clean that up first. That was under pressure because whatever hit my fucking foot was sore. Oh, there was a washer in there, thank God. Oh, it's the other end of the nut. That's good because I thought I might be taking too much off this. Next job here is to get that off. I have a funny feeling these are all going to break or something. I'm going to end up drinking. Rubber has came down over. Let me put washers in there. It feels like it's moving. It's just spinning on the thread somehow. I'll take off a second. I don't know where this camera's facing. I think it could be facing here and you're not seeing that because it's hard to get the setup. The spanner on there. Looks like it's moving. Yeah, I think it is. Keep it cool. This is a stupid setup for exhaust anyway. It's all going to rust and stick up there. That's the reason for the hangers, isn't it? Let's go through this shite. This one is half off, so this is probably the one that will break. I don't have to move you out of the way. Oh, fucking thing. And then do you want to just see, can I get a straight twist in it? It's gonna break anyway, but let's give it more of a chance. Yeah. Was doomed from the start. This is such a stupid fucking setup. I'm going to turn it off because if this one welded, the nuts actually welded on here. It's not even. That's too hard having that on my head when I'm doing this. So as I was saying in the last video, I was saying that this one is facing, these are facing on, which is this. This has been cut off and welded, so whatever the fuck they were doing, I don't know. Maybe trying to rise it up a bit so it doesn't hit the ground or something. I know they've obviously turned it the wrong way around. It's cut here and welded, and I really don't want to go cutting and welding the fucker now. So what I was going to do is heat it here and just bend it down and heat it in another little spot and just twist it around. That is going to be there like that. It's a couple of inches away from the fucking wheel. I don't know how that's right, but and it's going to hit that as well. I just don't see how it's right. But it is in line with this, the dead center, so I'm guessing that has to be right. What I might do is cut this off, and I'll have a new one welded up there in seconds. I have to weld a nut up there anyway, so I might actually just do that, it'll be way quicker. Just clean this off somehow. Yeah, that's my new plan. I'm going to turn this off in a second when I get set up. What I've done is I've welded that up there now. I don't know if you can see that there, probably not. Make it just fit up. What I've done is I cut that there, and I bent this down to make a 90, and I bent this over just to line them up a bit better. I just want to see where everything lies now and square and done. Back on again. Here's a new one. Let me cut in there a bit better. Enough there just to get the whole nut through, but probably not the nylon. What I might do is put a lot of Loctite on it. Because this is my missus' car. If I was selling this car straight away, I'd weld a nut on there, but because I'm not, I'm just gonna throw that up there for a while and see how it goes. My worry was I bent this. Was the reason why I bent it is because I thought I was going to hit this rail. It's about half an inch, quarter inch away from it now when I push it over, so it's a good job I've done that. This bracket is perfect, it's hanging straight down. Oh, fucking shocked at that. This whole exhaust has to twist that small bit of thing in the just in the actual bracket. The exhaust itself needs to twist up a bit, and that'll bring everything flush. going to do here is I'm just going to mark here, cut it, and I'm going to mark here a couple of inches further down, cut it, and just seal the slide together. Because where this has been manufactured through the binding process, it's squeezed it in loads of spots. It's really been badly done. I wonder if that an original mini part, because that is absolutely shocking. This is perfect, this one. There's no, where the bin goes around, it's the same size, and the one inside it's squeezed in. I'm going to turn that off while I fuck about here and just get everything kind of lined up a bit better. I soaked these, put some bolts for the exhaust in WD-40 the last couple of days. I just get that squirty bottle instead of the spray, and they've came off like a brand new bolts. I'm shocked. Once they broke loose, they're coming off like finger tight. This is the bracket that this next rubber that holds the exhaust on. I'm going to leave it connected to it. So I take it out and I lie it on the ground. This will be flat, so I know where straight up is on the exhaust. It's helped me center everything. There. I left this plate on it, just when I leave that down there, that gives me dead flat on this. You know if this shows up here. Thick here, goes in real thin here where it's bent, compared to here there's a much better pipe. It's squeezed in on that whole corner, and it goes down here the same way. My plan is, wherever that's it, where it's squeezed in here, I'm going to cut it here, and I'm just going to see will that slide inside that pipe and just weld around it, because this is the pipe that was on it, so I'm not affecting the performance because this is the way it always was, and this is going on the outside of it. And then I can just TIG around it, and the TIG weld will be nice and soft. It's less likely to crack again. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut that. I won't bother recording that because it'll be boring as shit. Alright, I'm just about to weld this in now. The battery went dead there. But I'd say I'm here maybe 2 hours trying to get this lined up. I don't do exhaust that often, so I've made all stupid fucking mistakes. I got it all cut out, kind of lining up. The exhaust here, you've seen some cars with the exhaust that kind of dip down in one spot, and I'm guessing it's usually where it's welded because that's what it looked like, and I knew it wasn't right, so I went back and I hadn't this bolted up right here at the joint here, so it's putting everything off. So I put the bolts in and I cut it again, and that wasn't right, so then I clamped it with the vice grips. I came back and did it all again, and it was kind of wasn't right, and then I realized I hadn't that plate on there, so then I pushed that up and the holes weren't lined up right, but I thought it would just have to be moved, so I cut it again. Then I went back and I had to put the second vice grips on it. Both kind of lined up a bit better there, and it's just getting everything right. It's just, I don't know, it took me fucking ages. So if anyone is doing an exhaust like this where they're welding a piece in like this, go and tighten up everything, like, or push it up the way I have, and clamp it the way it should be when it's finished. I know it sounds stupid, but when you're doing it, you kind of skip corners or take little shortcuts, and it really fucks it up in the end. But what I have it now is I have that up there, and it's joined nice. There's a bit of a gap there, but I don't mind that because the weld will go through all the way. But my main thing was to have everything kind of lined up here, nothing touching. It's away from the chassis up here, that rail, and this has gone back in a couple of inches, but there's a massive gap here. I think it's because these need to be shorter. These are all different, these hangers. I think they need to be up another inch. I'll see what it's like when it's on the ground. Mightn't look too bad. Might find something to even though I get pissed off, I might shorten it, but I think it'll be alright. But yeah, just the top tip is just fucking tighten everything up at the beginning, and it'll make life a lot easier. So my main goal was to get all these hangers kind of hanging straight, so like it was pushing forward, pushing back. This hanger wasn't right. This one wasn't straight here. Just all that. So once that's welded in there now, I'm hoping it should be alright, and it fits in. Looks kind of natural, but that's it. I'm going to turn that off there and just get the welder and stuff set up. I won't bother recording the welding because this battery's going to go dead again. That welded up there. I've one there, 4 on it, one there, and a big one up there. Oh, yeah. So we're going to take this down to move too much. What I'm going to do now is just get that on as carefully as I can. I'm going to TIG weld it because TIG welding is way softer. Because if I MIG weld that, like that melt weld there, when I was welding it and it was red, I could see through it and it had gone right through into the inside. So I know it's a full weld, but I'm going to give the TIG welding a go and just see how that goes. It should be fairly easy on this. I'll be on the ground as well. So my job here now is just try and get that out carefully without damaging anything. See how that goes. Better than I thought. They're there now. Give that a nice weld. A bit more of a clean. Should be good to go. This exhaust is not going to last long. I was just cleaning the top bit here, and they're not holes all the way through, but they're halfway through. More pits, and it's just along the top here. I didn't notice till I was it was thick with rust. And popped it off and cleaned it. Fucking holes and fucker. Can't do anything about it now, so I'll just weld it up the best I can. See how it goes. Good job on TIG welding it. Gonna do a small bit in the top here with the no filler. See how it goes. And earth. Very good idea. record this going back on. Just I don't know. That's still loose there. This bracket's still loose. See that this is pushed forward, hitting this. I want to tap this back a bit, just so this is straight down. Do it here. See now? It's hanging straight down, and there's a big gap in there between that and the chassis. So what you can do now is just tighten everything up the way it is, and see what the fuck it sounds like. Get this off. Has to sound a bit on the walls.